everyone, I have not posted on here in about a year and a half, so surprise! The last time you saw me, I was doing maintenance on my little 24-foot sailing boat with plans to take her here, there and everywhere. And since then I got a job sailing professionally, working on this boat. I've done a transatlantic crossing and I did a season in the Caribbean, and now I've just started my med season again, and I'm currently doing a delivery from Cartagena in Spain, which is next to Alicante, and I'm heading to Ibiza right now. I decided today to start another little video because it's my birthday. I'm 23 on the sea. At the moment I'm having a bit of problems with the starboard engine, and I can't take it above 1300 revs because it keeps going in and out of idle for some reason. So we are going at a stunning 3.8 knots, so I don't think I'm going to get to Ibiza before next year, but there you go. There is one more crew member who's downstairs sleeping right now. Unfortunately, we are directly heading to wind, so we can't get sails up either. To keep myself entertained during the watches, every now and then I'm reading a chapter of Maiden, which so far is incredible. If you don't know who Tracy Edwards is, get to know, you're missing out, okay? Anyway, I'll keep you updated throughout the next 4 or 5 days I think it's going to take for us to get there, so hey. So I thought, since it's my birthday and I'm basically on my own, we could open some of my cards and presents I bought from home. There is another person on the boat, but I only met him yesterday. Super nice, but like, you know what I mean? He did get me a present though, so bonus points. Travel plan and journal! That's so cool. This is amazing because I'm actually planning on going travelling in the new year. This is perfect. Look, planning, itinerary and journal. This is from my nanny. What a lovely little yellow top. Let's pop it on. I think one of the biggest things you learn when you have a job like this, not necessarily on like big super yachts because there's big crews, is you learn this hyper independence and this adaptability for new environments, new people, constantly. And this is the first birthday I've spent away from home, and I thought it would be awful, and it's not great. Like, obviously I'd rather be with my friends and my family, but I'm coping quite well. But I only think it's because you have a foundation of being able to adapt really well that it's not too bad. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I think a lot of people see my lifestyle, and I mean, look where I am. It is amazing, but there is elements of it that are huge sacrifices. Like this year I've spent Christmas away and I've spent my birthday away, and they're basically exactly 6 months apart, and I don't know, I think it just makes me think of how much time you spend away from home and how much control you don't have of that. It's all swings and roundabouts at the end of the day, you know. This is from my mummy! Okay, now I'm gonna cry. And Dad. I'm sure he was really involved in the purchasing process of this. Oh, that was really sweet. Oh my god, this is so cute. Look at this little handmade one. Hey, got a sun on it. Arts and crafts is over. That looks quite cute. Hello everyone, welcome to the night watch. If you couldn't tell by the ominous red light that is shining in my eyes right now. There wasn't really anything to report after the videos earlier. The wind was a constant 16 to 18 knots all day and just pushing us back like we were on a conveyor belt. We averaged at 4.5 knots the whole day. The wind calmed down about an hour ago and we are at an average of like 6 knots of wind now, so we are now averaging 5.7 knots of speed, so that's a lot better than 3.8 like earlier. So yeah, no sails up yet, which is really sad, to be honest. I feel really boring. We're just motoring across the Med, currently on my midnight till 2 a.m. watch. We should be in Ibiza around midday tomorrow, I think. So we're going to refuel, grab some more provisions because we didn't think it would take this long. We only grabbed 4 days worth of food. And because it's been so boring, we've keep eating, so we've eaten more than we thought as well. So, but yeah, I will keep you guys updated and talk to you tomorrow on today. You know what I mean. Bye. Good morning. And just like clockwork, as the sun is coming up, the wind is coming up. Yay! Okay, so we're 20 miles off. I'm wondering how long I get to nap for after this watch. That's one thing. What's on the floor? Dude, I don't know if I've just been in the Caribbean, in the tropics too long. Why is the Med freezing cold? Like, London today is going to be 40 degrees. But I'm in the Med and it's freezing. I have full on offshore oilies on right now. And I spent the entirety of my night watch shielded by beanbags to try and protect myself from the wind because it was so cold. I do fear this could be a personal problem. I'm a very skinny girl, but it's fucking June, guys, you know? Anyway. Hello. The Virgin Mary is here to update you. I don't know what this setup is. I'm trying not to get sunburn on my scalp. If I sound like I've got a lisp, it's because I've got an ulcer on the side of my tongue and it's really painful. We stopped off in Ibiza. I didn't get to record because it was crazy. I came off watch at 6 and I woke back up at 9 and we refueled, headed to the supermarket to grab some more food. We came back and then we anchored just off the coast to do some engineering work on the starboard engine because it's been a problem. We changed the fuel filter and that seemed to have helped, but it's still playing up. But at least we've got full power now on both engines because now we're averaging at about 5.5 knots. Still heading to wind, but there's only 6 knots of wind anyway. So we can't sail, so I'm still a motor yacht. I think I need to change my username to just Sunny, not the sailor. So yeah, that's it. I've literally, all I do is just sit on watch and there's not a lot going on out there. So I don't have that much to record, which is really boring, but yeah, this is a day by day. I'm currently recording my trip on Sea People and Sail Ties. So if anyone wants to follow me on there, you're more than welcome. Yeah, cool, bye. Look at this, it's just going. I'm looking for the green flash. Is there gonna be one? I've never seen one. I think it's a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy theory, there's no way. I think that was the best sunset I've ever seen in my life. So beautiful. I love being at sea. Like, this is just amazing. Okay, so still no sails, unfortunately. Still exactly headwind, but it is only 4.9 knots now. And our speed over ground is still 5.5, so that's good. Yeah, you can just see Palma in the background. Let me switch the camera around. You can just see Palma in the background, which is awesome. I had a microwavable carbonara for dinner because our chef is joining us once we get to Olbia. So I'm eating terribly because when I'm sailing I just can't be bothered to cook. I'm sorry, I microwave all the way. And then you can keep it in the microwavable dish and eat it as well and then just put it in the bin. I'm so lazy. Update time. We are now making our way into Palma because the starboard engine is fucked, to use the most accurate word. There's something wrong with the fuel system and we need to completely clear it out. We changed the filter today, but obviously that wasn't enough. And it's not even starting now. So this is where we're currently going to. We were just going in between here. But you know, we need to do this crossing. And with one engine, you know, if the port side fails, we're just drifting. So we're going to quickly pop into here and hopefully get them both sorted. In other news, look how cool the moon looks. How awesome is that? It looks like cheese. It is so beautiful here. Absolutely stunning. The pump seemed to have had a clamp around the tube that was minimising the amount of fuel that could actually get into the system. So I think we found the problem. We are sorting that out right now. We got here last night, anchored, and then had about a 3-hour sleep, so that was really nice. This is what we think was happening. This is the fuel pump and this is the tube that feeds the fuel into it. There was a clamp on it, like here, and then there was another clamp here, but it was past the actual tube itself, so it was just sealing off the fuel and there wasn't enough fuel intake going into the pump. So we replaced the pump, we changed the fuel filter, the revs are stabilised now, and hopefully everything is okay. We're now gonna go to land to grab a SIM card so we can do calls while we're in Spain and Italy, and yeah, have a little wander. I wanna go check out that really cool building. She's on land, yay! It is so bloody hot as soon as you get to land, it's crazy. It's so cool to experience Palma though. I've done like 3 countries in the past 2 days. And when I say countries, I mean different islands. Different islands for me are different countries, okay?
Look, I thought the bridge was...
That. Okay, so our next route is we're coming out of Palma. We're gonna head over to Olbia, which is just over here. So we're doing this big passage. So should be fun. Good morning. from the sunrise watch. I have not really filmed anything because there's not much to update you on. There's no wind. Our starboard engine's now working, so we're making way really well. It's just me sitting on watch, so unfortunately there's not a lot of sailing going on. I did just see something really weird though. I was sailing along. I'm not that far off of land, so it's not like the creepiest thing, but I haven't seen something like this before. And I see this red and white flash, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I lowered the revs, turned autopilot off, and went to investigate because I was like, is that a dam buoy? Is that someone's life jacket? Normally it's only a white light if it is, but let me go and check. Anyway, I go over and this is what I see. I'll insert a video now. It was so sinister and creepy. I've never seen anything like that on the sea before, at sea before. And yeah, I was just so fucking scared that I was going to put the spotlight on it and see a body or see someone asking for help, which is obviously like not the worst thing in the world, but I just have never experienced anything like that, and I was so scared. I was just about to be traumatized. But I think it was a fishing pot. I have no idea. I got closer afterwards, really had a look. I couldn't see, you know, any signs of a person or anything like that, but it did look like a dam buoy. That's what's confusing me. And if you don't know what a dam buoy is, it's something you usually throw overboard after a person's gone overboard, and that's why I was freaking out. I literally felt my like heart beating out of my chest. So yeah, I've gone now, and that was it. I did see a fishing vessel right behind me on AIS, so as I left, and they appeared to have stopped right where it was, so I'm gonna guess it was some sort of lobster pot or something like that. But yeah, anyway, this is absolutely beautiful. How beautiful is that? How many people get to say that their mornings look like this, you know? Awesome. Guys, there's a freaking whale! So cool! Oh my god! Good morning. It is 24 hours after my last video input, and it's because I've had nothing to say. We motor, we make way, and that's it. And I thought it's pretty boring, you just watching me come up, maybe have some dinner, do my watch, go to sleep, do a workout, and that's it. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, I'll show you the good parts, which is obviously the sunrise and the sunset. But I was asleep for the sunset last night, so you didn't get to see that. We are making way nicely though. Let me show you this. We are really close, to be honest. I mean, there's the coastline, and we're going through here around to Olbia. So yeah, not long. I think by, I mean, it's Saturday now, it's 5:15 in the morning, but I think we'll get there by tonight, fingers crossed, or really early tomorrow morning. Either way, super cool. Let me check. What have I done in the past 24 hours? I finished my book Maiden, which, if you don't know what Maiden is, it's the boat that Tracy Edwards skippered and her crew on Maiden all around the world for the Whitbread 1989-90 race. There was a movie about Maiden, and that's actually why I got into big boat sailing. I was a dinghy instructor, and then I watched that movie, and I was like, I need to get a piece of this. So I got my yachting license and started working on big sailing yachts. And then I realised that the docu-movie was based on the book. So I brought the book with me here and I literally finished it in 2 days. I have been non-stop reading it. It was phenomenal. I highly recommend it to anyone. And now I'm actually listening to a podcast with Tracy Edwards. I think. So to say, she is my idol. Yeah, that's for sure. And then it's just being out here where I cannot forget that I truly think without her and her crew, I wouldn't have the opportunity that I'm having right this second. There wouldn't be a place for women on sailing boats like there is today if they hadn't made that gigantic leap in proving that we can be on board just as well as men. We can sail just as well, we love it just as much. And yeah, I finished the book and I genuinely had a few tears running down my face because it's just such a phenomenal story. She's just such an incredible person, you know. And it's also just like, I don't know, I'm lost for words, honestly. But yeah, you know, seeing things like this really puts it into perspective of the gratitude I have to be here, and not even in like, I'm so lucky this is my job. I'm so lucky that I'm in a place in time where the industry is progressive enough that I have a place here, that I am on watch right now, crossing the Mediterranean on my way to the Amalfi Coast. It's just brilliant. So yeah, right, gonna go and I'll probably update you once we are in Italy. Bye. Hello and good morning from the coast of Sardinia. We made it! We made it. Hello, it's 5 weeks after I filmed that video and we are slap bang in the charter season. I didn't end up finishing it because we got into Olbia and then immediately just had to get the boat ready for charter. So obviously didn't have time to do an end to a video, but here I am putting the ending in now, and it was a good trip. Very much no sailing, but I still thought you guys want to see it. I spent time at sea, so why not? I'm gonna finish the mid-season and then probably a few more deliveries that I can record along the way and keep you guys updated about what's going on. So if you are watching this video, big thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here with me. If you like videos like this, please subscribe. I don't know how much I can post and I don't know how much I will be posting, but my plan is that when I go travelling next year, I'm going to post some travel videos and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, but it's nice to look back on for me, so we'll see. Okay, I will see you the next time I set sail. See you later.